guys, Summer del Piso here. It's about 2 minutes. This year will come to an end, a close, lost within the corridors of time, and we will enter a new year. Wow, even the birds knew that it was a Happy New Year. Here, you guys, we're currently in the first day of 2024. Oh snap. I think the birds flew away because of the impending fireworks and not because of oh, it's the new year, we gotta go. Alright, well, Summer del Piso, we are here. Welcome to the channel for the newcomers. It is I, Summer del Piso, the Marquise of Glee. And I'm truth. I do speak a lot of truth on this channel. But honestly, thank you for tuning in. This video today is going to be the third chapter, the third episode of Piso's Deceptions, the Piso. Cha-cha, Rebecca, cha-cha. Anyway, today is the 31st of December 2023. We are currently in New York. There's a lot of things I want to talk about in today's episode of Piso's Perceptions. So let's get right to it. Honestly, for the people that that really don't know, that are just tuning in, and of course, just to give a little bit more structure and what this is, Piso's Perceptions is basically just a monthly thing that I wanted to do for the channel and for the subscribers, basically detailing my, mental health, my prevalent thoughts on a certain specific topics. Maybe how's my relationship life going? How's my spiritual life going? Just stuff like that. I'm just gonna discuss that for a little while. Right, so where do we begin? We'll talk about the channel. We'll talk about the YouTube channel. I think this month has been incredibly successful for my channel, Summer del Piso. In 31 days, we have gained over 200 and change of subscribers. I think that's incredibly crazy, especially considering that I'm just a small little individual speaking in front of a camera about my experiences, and you guys are interested in that. I think that's kind of nuts. Two, the feedback was way more than I anticipated. We have people on the channel talking about, I'm on this day of semen retention. That's interesting how you speak about the evolution of the aura. Can you elaborate more on that? I'm very glad that not only I asked for this, I'm getting it in like huge waves, like these comments, and I think that's really great. I have three videos on the channel that have cracked 1,000 views. And one of the videos that I made about 4 to 5 days ago reached 1,300 views in under 3 days. I think, first of all, that's nuts. That's especially considering, who am I? I am nobody. I do not kick soccer balls. I do not wear jewelry. I'm just Summer del Piso, man. So I think that's amazing. Regarding mental health, in the second chapter of the Piso's Perceptions, I said my mental health was good. Fast forward 31 days later, or however many days it has been since I posted the second chapter, I think my mental health is solid, man. I've been much clearer than I ever been. I've just been more comfortable in this situation where we don't necessarily have a map or a structure of what we're supposed to do or where we're supposed to go. And I'm cool, I'm just with it. I've been feeling very healthy, very clear. Naturally, as a practitioner of semen retention, the majority of this world seeks for my downfall. They seek to destroy me. They seek to erode my aura, erode my influence, sever the power cord of my energy, right? But little do they know, it's all in vain. All the tries are in vain. At the end of the day, I did speak about this in one of my videos, and I think that you guys should carry this this belief system with you as well. Anything that happens to you in this world, whether it be physical harm, even physical death, right? Or just maybe bullying, right? People could bully you. If you allow yourself to be affected mentally by something like, bullying or chastising or ostracization, then you have allowed the world to affect you, right? It's just that simple. If you are depressed, right, about how people treat you, then you need to change the way that you respond to those acts, to those things. Let's talk about employment. Let's talk about employment. Nothing's changed. I've had a lot more interviews since the last debacles that I've had, especially since the last entry of Piso's Perceptions, and nothing's changed. I've been carried through the last phase of the interview process, and still nothing. There was one company in particular. In 2 weeks, I was brought through the entirety of the 4-phase interview process. And, I remember the experiences that I've had with the last interviews, with them, saying that, oh, you're very knowledgeable. We like your character. We think that you'd be a good addition to the team. I still get a negative result at the end of the day, a negative verdict. So with this particular company, at the end of every single phase of every interview, I asked, hey, listen, how did I do on the interview? Is there something I could have changed? Was there something I didn't say? Do you think that I have the potential to move on to the next phase of this interviewing process? And all of them said affirmative. Yes, you did very well. We can't wait to bring you on to the team. We're incredibly busy here. We definitely need the manpower. Comes the last phase of the interviewing process for the specific company. I asked them that same line of questioning. I got all positive results. A week later, I got no response. Went completely ghost, silent. The line was dead. I had to email this company twice in order to get some sort of answer in that interview process. And then the guy didn't answer the first two. I emailed him a third time. Remember, this is all successive days. One day I sent him an email. I think 2 days after that, I sent him another email. And then another day after that, I sent him another email for him to send me some 3-sentence answer. Listen, we went with someone else. I'm very sorry that you weren't selected as a candidate. We are, however, going to keep your record on file. I'm just like, why, man? Why would you bring me through this entire process? It's so silly. And by the way, the salaries for a lot of these positions are like almost life-changing. I'm not gonna lie. Regarding employment, we are still unemployed. Some of the Piso is as poor as a peasant. We are poor. Might that change? Perhaps. There are some other interviews in the works. I guess we could talk about health, physical health. I've been doing incredibly well in the gym. I think this month alone, I have my deadlifts, RDLs, my barbell squats, my overhead military presses have been incredibly phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. My sets have increased, my reps have increased, my stamina has increased. We have become more powerful in this realm. However, we are poor. Honestly, what I've also learned, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about too, is that life is all about yielding to its flow, right? There is a flow that life sort of exerts, that governs events, that governs even thoughts, the collective intelligence, that little bank, that little reservoir that sort of controls all of the subconscious thoughts of the uninitiated in this world. It's an incredibly powerful video topic. We're going to talk about that next year. I've noticed a lot of people just in general have been like very sick. They've been coughing, they sneeze a lot, they hoarse throats, hoarse voices, bedridden for a little while. Sombra del Piso has not caught an illness. We are going to talk about video ideas for the channel for next year. Of course, we're going to talk about semen retention and my experiences with the different aspects and facets of that practice. I want to talk about more the health aspects, like physical health, how it affects the different systems of the body. Because I have noticed, I do talk about a lot of spiritual, a lot of metaphysical topics in relation to semen retention, the evolution of the aura, how your aura is consistently reinforced the more that you are staying on this practice. They're all metaphysical, spiritual things. That's very powerful and that's very pertinent. But we're gonna talk about something far more important. So, Dad, we are gonna talk about the physical effects of semen retention, what it does for your gains in the gym, for all the gym goers, what it does for the proper, optimal, effective, ergonomic integration of all the systems of the body for much more of a positive effect on this this plane of existence, right? i.e. not catching a cold for the entirety of the winter season. I'm telling you how memory is increased, how that's possible on semen retention. I'm very glad that you guys are watching the videos on semen retention. I do also want you guys to look at my lifestyle stuff. I have traveled a lot and I do have plans to travel more in 2024. So it'll be really cool if you guys, gave those videos a look. Of course, I'm not going to be necessarily talking about semen retention, having a really creative video as a sort of channel for that information. I'm not going to have that, but consistently. But I do like traveling. One thing I know, I talked about semen retention, in a video in its relation to this growing inclination of travel. I've lived in many places and I want to show you guys why that's important for you to do the same thing. What's up, man? How you doing? I do have a YouTube channel, Sombra del Piso.
We try to support it, if anything.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Sombra del Piso. Let me help you out. Talk about men's health, my travels, random stuff.
Are you from here?
I'm from here, yeah. That's it. I just traveled a lot, that's it. Guys, stay up. Happy New Year, please. Stay up. I need you guys to really look at the lifestyle stuff on the channel. It'll be great because it's just really me, just being me, living my life. We're gonna do more lifestyle videos on this channel. I'm very excited for that. We didn't do this last year, but we're gonna talk about resolutions, possible resolutions for this next year. What are we gonna try to achieve next year? One, we're going to be less emotive and just a bit more still. I think I've been doing a pretty good job at that so far. We're gonna carry it on in the following year. Number two, obviously I would like to travel way more. We have been studying Portuguese. We've been studying Portuguese. And we are trying to get to goddamn Brazil. Oh, shit. We are trying to get to Brazil. We want to check it out. We understand that the Afro culture in Brazil is incredibly powerful. The weather there is great. The people there are very nice and very open, very friendly, as most people in South America are. We want to integrate, right? We are not trying to just go to Brazil willy-nilly, not having an understanding of the language, at least at a basic conversational level, and just be subjected to the tourist experience. So we are trying to go to Brazil. We also want to go to Spain. We've never been to Spain, so we would like to go there. Just because, it's Europe, I feel a little bit safer with driving. Spain, Brazil, of course we want to get back to Colombia. We have some people waiting there for us. Ultimately, like I said, you guys, I'm trying to get out of the US, right? This channel, of course, is about men's health. It's about lifestyle. It's about my travels. It's about my idea of metaphysics, right? My experiences on that. But ultimately, I would like to move. I would like to get out of New York. I would like to get out of the US. Number three, I would like to read a little more, honestly. I would like to learn more Portuguese. I've been doing incredibly well for this past month. Next year, I'm gonna do a lot better. My Portuguese is pretty good. Let me see. Você fala inglês, você fala português. Prazer em conhecer você. We are learning a lot of basic Portuguese terms. Soon we're gonna be ready, ready to be initiated into the Brazil. In addition to learning more Portuguese, right? Portuguese. For the Bible readers out there, remember, Solomon was not only the person that slept with a whole bunch of wives, this guy also was able to invoke the power of 72 demons. That's just something that is said in the Bible and then overlooked. So I've started to delve into what those demons were, what they represented. Apparently each of these demons had their own specific seals, right? Very interesting stuff. Guys, I am not gonna get caught in any demonology or anything, I promise. You need to know this stuff. It's good to know. I guess that's essentially it for the Pisos, perceptions, the Piso. Cha-cha. I just sort of learned to yield control. I realized I don't even have any. Even regarding like all the jobs that I signed up for and all the interviewing processes that I've had and how they've all went negative. tits up, as they'd say. I just realize I have no control, and it's just something that I just have to truly now understand and sink in. That's what I want to do more of next year. I want to allow things to happen instead of just trying to, grab the bull by the horns and trying to steer it. The bull is the flow of life, and me, I am like Loki in the end of season 1, understanding that the bull will move on its own accord because it is its own thing, but I can't have any control of it. I have anything to say. Happy New Year. Peace. I'm going to impart a message onto you guys. This life is just physical. This life can only hurt the physical. Remember, your brain and your heart are part of this realm. You will not carry the emotions and the memories of your brain and heart with you to the next life, or neither the ones that you have now are a carryover from your past lives. Your soul is eternal. You will always survive. You will always be in a reality to spread, to live your truth. So do not be afraid to live your truth. Stay radiant. I'll see you guys in the next one.